Today on Critics Talk, Eddie Murphy as Dolemite. The Venom sequel has found a new host.
And comic books, the big screen and small screen, the kitchen and the boys.
Stay tuned.
Next on Critics Talk.
Welcome to Critics Talk. I am, as always, one of your hosts, joined by the one and only Klep. What up, Klep?
What's going on? What's going on?
It's been a little bit since you and I has been, right here at the studio doing our thing.
But, we got a lot to talk about, a lot of opinions to share.
Yeah, and we've been consuming all this media, bro. I saw a nice little picture from your story this week. You picked up that infamous Endgame DVD, Blu-ray,
and you know what's so
digital
funny?
copy.
I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
But to have it, to own it now, the collection is now complete.
For sure.
The first 10 years wrapped up. Now I have them all. I'm content.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I watched it last night too.
When are you gonna do that ultimate marathon, Klep?
I know. You know what? We should. You know what? When the studio is complete, we should do that. Do it right here.
Damn,
right
Klep.
Here.
That's like
right here in the studio.
How many hours is that? If we,
I think it's like a 3-day marathon.
Bro, I think that we're gonna have to do it over 4 nights. Do a 4-night event. The critics watch the Marvel Universe face the Infinity Saga. What do you think, Klep?
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm
You
with it.
it?
Anything Infinity Saga, anything Marvel. I'm with it.
I would love to hear from the critics. Comment in down there, bro. If you guys want us to do that, live stream our reactions or something. It should be a good time. And it should be super tiring for us, Klep, because damn, that's a lot of hours.
I'm ready for it though.
But hey, there's people that did it in a theater. You know what I'm saying? They sat there from the first one all the way to the last one.
Shout out to you guys
for 3 days.
I mean, I had to work. You know what I mean? There's no way. How do you do that? 3 days sitting
You're
in the
independently wealthy.
No
That's
shower,
how you do it.
No showers.
No, you just smell great like Migz all the time. If you know me in real life, I don't know if that's true. Anyways, Klep, what's up, bro? How you been?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for today's show. I'm ready to talk about it all. There's so much that we've consumed, so much that we've missed, so much that we haven't talked about with you guys, with the critics out there. So we're gonna get into it. And we're gonna talk about everything.
Yes, Klep.
Give you guys our thoughts on all the things that have gone. It's been 2 weeks?
It's been about 2 weeks since the last time we recorded, Klep.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that you watched a few things, so let's get right into it, brother.
Yeah, yep.
You already went and saw Hobbs and Shaw, didn't you, bro?
I did, yeah. I actually saw Hobbs and Shaw before it dropped.
Because I saw you got that special screening, right?
Yep.
You, Mark D? Mm-hmm. Tell me about how this film relates to the rest of the franchise. Is it like a sequel? Is it a spin-off? Is it its own thing? Where are we on this?
This movie is completely a standalone film. I mean, it is a spin-off from that very popular Fast and the Furious franchise, but I got to tell you, not only was the ride fun, it was fresh, it was over the top, but it was still its own thing. And if I were Vin Diesel and the rest of those guys, I'd be very, very nervous. Really? I'd be very, very nervous.
Hey. I know we've talked about it on the podcast before, but this is a new Tyrese rant. He's going in on The Rock, bro, once again.
You can't hate on this, man. As much as you want to hate on it, it worked. It really worked. Those guys together, it really puts things in perspective on who is saving the franchise right now.
Klep, you know what's funny, bro? A few weeks ago, you mentioned something on the podcast, how you said you missed those 80s buddy comedies. And was this that? Did that give you that feeling?
It did give me that feeling, but in a new way. Now it's the anti-hero is the cool thing. So these guys not being able to work together works.
Does that still continue throughout the...
Is
it a love-hate relationship?
It's the premise. The whole movie is about these guys shitting on each other through the whole thing and kind of stumbling across winning at the same time while they're fucking going at it.
That's awesome, bro.
So it just really worked. It was very fun. It's almost like you cheer when they hate each other. You cheer when they work together. And it really just separates itself from the Fast and the Furious. No mentions, no name drops, really.
No Torettos?
No connections whatsoever. It is a standalone movie.
But there's got to be, a cameo.
No. It is their movie, their franchise, more to come, and I'm excited.
More to come?
Oh, yeah. They ended it on a cliffhanger.
Yo, give me that post-credit, because I know, is there one yes or no? Yes or nay?
No, there wasn't a post-credit per se. No, not really. Not really.
How about Black Superman, bro? Is this gonna be a new thing?
Well, the thing about that was like, I mean, when you put those two guys, The Rock and Jason Statham, as the hero,
yeah,
like, I mean, you almost have to go there in
Yeah.
order to find someone that could give these guys a challenge. And you understand that while watching the movie. It seems a little ridiculous when you watch the trailer because you're like, really? We
Yeah.
went from fast cars
to
now-
bulletproof dude.
Now we got superheroes, but all that's explained. And then when you think about it, you're like, I mean, honestly, some handsome guy in a suit wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't have the international jewel thief taking on these two guys.
They already did that.
Yeah,
that was Jason Statham.
But those guys are just too badass for someone so regular.
Yeah.
So to see the next one come, I mean, they're gonna have to take on like a group or
an
gang,
army,
a
kid.
gang. They're gonna have to take on a gang to ante up what they did in this one because like I said, it's a. I don't know. I just feel like they did the right thing with that villain.
Yo, talk to me about the ridiculous factor, because in the last few entries into the franchise, one of the biggest complaints I hear from the people out there is that it's just so freaking ridiculous, right? Like no airfield is that long, you know what I mean? Like no one can actually pull on a giant safe like they did, you know? There's no way Toretto was able to catch Letty, you know, after he got shot out of that car.
I'm gonna give you one spoiler because
just give me that one.
This is a scene that happens in the movie, and it's kind of a nod.
You guys don't love this.
It's either a nod or it's a jab.
Yeah.
At our Captain America.
Oh, it's like that.
So there's a scene and when The Rock goes back to his island and
Samoa.
Yeah, and Idris comes out with a helicopter.
Yeah.
And the helicopter is chasing these guys. They're in a tow truck, and they throw the tow truck hook to try to grab the helicopter to kind of throw him off his balance. And then there's a scene where The Rock loses the chain, and he grabs the chain. Yeah, and he's The Rock is holding a fucking helicopter by the chain and actually pulls the chain back and throws it back on the spool.
You know what I'm saying? So he was able to pull back on the heli and actually tie it up with the other hand.
Yeah, it's a little outlandish, but I mean, you know what? It's Fast and the Furious. It's The Rock. It's
homie.
We expect it to be ridiculously good.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, what it's gonna make its money.
Oh, without a doubt, it already has, because it was the biggest movie last week. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a great escape.
Shout out to them, bro.
It's a great escape.
Hopefully, you know, Vin Diesel and the rest of the gang out there, Tyrese, Luda, you know, Michelle Rodriguez, everybody involved in the main franchise can, you know, come through in the next one, because I know they're filming already. So.
Well, let me ask you this though.
What up?
Should they keep just breaking off and spinning off?
Listen, if it's making money, I will spin off Critix right now.
I have a dream team that I would love to see break off. Yes.
Do it.
Okay, let me break it up. To save this franchise, you need to throw, and I know this is going to be tough.
Come on, give it to me.
But you need to throw Roman and Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay.
You just got to throw him in there.
So basically, you're going to take the biggest person that hates the franchise and bring him in, because that way you're gonna get Tyrese is gonna stay quiet and he's gonna promote the shit out this movie.
And you're gonna get a shit ton of people wanting to see this just because those guys are working together.
Yes.
So you need to throw him in there. Then you need to do a Bonnie and Clyde with Letty and Toretto.
Okay, so this is a different movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Totally different movie. I want to see those two.
Just them two.
Have their own.
Kind of like they did back down in Mexico. Kind of like when they got away to my birthplace, DR, right? Lo Bandolero, that short film that they did.
And then I think, and this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Luda can do a standalone by himself.
Tesh?
On some, you know.
By him. Okay,
international.
Klep,
I think
Luda has never held a movie on his own.
But this is Fast and the Furious. This is different. I can understand if he tried doing something else, but I think his character could do something, and maybe give him, you know, a girl or someone.
Don Omar and Tego.
Yeah, like give him someone familiar. Like, I mean, if you can throw Bow Wow in Tokyo Drift,
okay, yeah.
Luda can. I think Luda could maybe something light. Maybe give him a TV series.
What if we bring back Ja Rule from that very first Fast and Furious?
Because Ja Rule was the reason that Luda got hired.
Menage.
Ja Rule thought he was too big for the Fast and the Furious franchise and didn't come back, so they gave the job to Luda, and look at it now.
Yeah.
So I think even if they gave him something light, put him on TV, but keep that character. I like his character. He doesn't even get enough shine.
What do you guys think?
But I think, so we got Toretto and Letty doing their thing.
Okay. Hobbs and Shaw.
Yep. Hobbs and Shaw.
And Roman.
Throw Roman in the mix. give him a cameo. Just give him a cameo. And then he could be like the Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, okay.
And then give Luda something light, something CSI television show or something on Netflix, but still in the Fast and the Furious. And then you can bring on people in the show with him to
Klep, you're creative. Like it's on point, bro.
I just think it'll work that way.
How come these people aren't like throwing money at us?
I don't know, man. We're giving them gems. We're giving these away for free, guys.
Free, bro. I don't even freestyle for free these days.
I think that worked, and I'm surprised they haven't brought back Lucas Black. What's his name? Luke Evans.
Luke Evans. He was in jail, wasn't he? Well, he got
on like CSI or something like that.
Didn't he get replaced by Jason Statham? Because they're brothers in the franchise.
No, not that one. Luke Evans, the one from Tokyo Drift. Is his name Luke Evans or Luke Black? One of them. I can't remember.
Luke Evans. Who you mean the main character from
the kid from Tokyo Drift? Yeah, because he never.
Yeah, they never brought him back. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't understand why he never came back.
He is on a TV show though. You're right about that. Maybe NCIS or something. I don't know.
And I think he would have been Lucas Black. That's the thing. And I think he would have been perfect to replace Paul Walker.
Wow. Nah, those are giant shoes to fill. Never
I'm not
say
saying
that,
he's
bro.
going to be Paul Walker. I'm just saying he would have been perfect to just have as that yin and yang.
I reject it. I reject your idea, and I'm upset that you even brought it up.
I'm not saying he would have filled the shoes. I'm saying he would have been. What do you think they're doing with Eastwood? You like him?
Eastwood?
Yeah, he was in the last Fast and Furious.
Eastwood? Who are we talking about?
The white guy that they put in Fast and Furious. He was like the undercover guy. I don't remember who he played. Hold on, let's look it up.
He was that he was the cop. He was the cop everybody hated.
Yeah.
No, he's not the new Paul Walker. Get out of here.
You don't think they're gonna do that?
That dude has no charisma. This wall right here.
Yeah.
More charismatic. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That guy is not here to do that job. He's just here. He's here for the ladies to be in the background, right? Like the ladies gonna look at him.
But are the ladies even checking for him? Ladies, are y'all checking for him?
Yeah, just hit the comments. Let us know. Yo, Klep, let's move on, bro, because we could talk about Hobbs and Shaw. What?
Scott Eastwood, that's his name. I couldn't remember.
Clint Eastwood's kid?
Yeah.
Man, good luck to you, buddy. You got some big shoes to fill just in your own family. Try to come in here and step into Paul Walker's chucks. Never that, son. Never that. Klep, let's move on, bro.
Let's go.
I know that we've been talking about how this movie became kind of a superhero movie, but there was actually a superhero show that came out in the last few weeks that got the internet talking a whole lot. I'm talking about The Boys from Amazon. This is the latest. Actually, it's a new adaptation of the comic book, right? Were you familiar with the comics prior to it coming to Amazon?
I was, and it's one of those comics that I slept on, and I really, really regret it. I've come across it so many times. Could have had the first issue and just never went towards it. The cover's cool as shit.
Yeah.
And they kind of recreated it in their promo on Amazon. But yeah, I mean, it stars Carl Urban.
Carl Urban, everybody knows him as Judge Dredd. Well, Dredd, just the last iteration. He was also wasn't he? He was in Thor Ragnarok, right? He was
My stuff.
Yeah, the Executioner.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember.
My stuff.
Yeah, he had the two M16s. Well, he's supposed to be because the character, right? You're a big source material guy.
Yeah.
Who else is in this show with him?
Let's see. We got Jack Quaid. A lot of known names that I do. Laz Alonso's in it. A lot of people might remember Laz Alonso from BET. He used to be like a personality on there. I never known him as an actor, but
hey man,
he's in this and he's killing it. And I saw all these guys in San Diego Comic-Con as well when where they did a panel there. And also that kid from Shaft.
Okay. Yeah.
The one who plays Young Shao.
He plays he plays his son. Cool, man. So were you able to finish the show?
I finished it.
So talk to me, yo. Let the critics know, Klep. Real quick, I'm going to put you on the spot. If you had to rate this right now, how many X's? Give me a quick review.
All right.
Season 1, so
Jesse
and it's already
Jesse
coming back.
Jesse Usher is the kid from
okay.
Shaft.
And it's coming back for season 2, so you know it's a hit.
It was renewed before it even aired.
Yeah.
And this is just my opinion.
What up?
I felt like it was a little overhyped.
Yeah. Even after watching?
Yeah, only because like this whole thing, like the whole real life superhero, anti-hero, real kick-ass Watchmen kind of thing has been done before.
And it'll continue to.
Yeah, I know. And so to me, that was like, okay, I'm going in this, and this is kind of familiar territory for me. But for a lot of people, it's new territory for them. So they're just like, they're kind of like into it because they see the humanization of superheroes and flaws and all that cool shit. But I mean, if you're into it, you've seen it before.
You know what's crazy, Klep, is that I recently watched The Tick, Don't Judge Me, on Amazon.
That's fine.
And both seasons, don't judge me.
Wow.
But it's actually, they do that. They try to bring it, to a real level.
Exactly.
And like, the whole thing with Arthur is him dealing with like some childhood trauma about how, the big bad in the show, the Terror, killed his parent, his dad right in front of him, and he's like grown up all messed up because of it. And like the whole show, it's like him
dark
confronting that. Yeah, it's like, it's still The Tick, but it is pretty dark.
And that's what I'm saying. Like this to me is not new.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are approaching this like it's
like it's never been done.
It's revolutionary. It's it's different. And okay, cool. If you've never seen anything like it, cool. I can see why this is good. Now let's talk about the acting. The acting is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Especially Homelander.
Homelander.
Yeah. That no. Carl Urban. He's the protagonist. Homelander is Anthony Starr. He's kind of
who's
amalgam
of what characters?
He's like Captain America,
he's
Superman.
Like Captain America.
He's like Superman and Captain America.
He's a goody two shoes.
Supposedly.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be.
He's a Boy Scout, but in real life,
face.
he's like,
he's the face. And then they mock a lot of other superheroes like Aquaman. The guy's name is The Deep, and he just talks to fish, and they fucking play with that. Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, you would like it.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. Klep, but you got us in suspense, bro. Like, tell me, what would you give this if you had to right now? Gun to your head, bro.
3.5.
Solid. And it's a season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2 incoming. So
out of 5, 3.5. And
that's solid.
And that's not. It's not bad. It's just, it's a mind fuck. You don't know where it's going, and it's a lot different from the comic, in the sense of a few character changes with the main characters. It's funny because the main character, Huey, the main character, his character in the comic was drawn in the likeness of Simon Pegg.
Okay.
And Simon Pegg plays Huey's dad.
Oh, damn, that's good. It's awesome when they actually get the actors.
So, well, he's too old to play Huey, but I still think he could have played Huey, but I guess they wanted to go younger. So
I don't know, bro. Have you seen him lately? He looks, he's an older dude. He looks the part.
He doesn't look that bad. He's playing the dad, and at one point when I was watching that, I didn't know he was the dad, and I was like, he's playing a father? Like, Simon Pegg does not look that old.
Come on now. Have you not watched any of the latest Star Trek movies, or even what was the other one I saw? Mission Impossible, bro. Come on now.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's in those.
Simon Pegg doesn't look that old anymore. Look at this guy. He doesn't look that old. He doesn't look that old. He doesn't look like he has a kid as old as fucking Huey. I'll tell you that.
How old is Huey, bro?
He was a grown-ass man.
Like 25?
Nah, man.
Like 30?
I mean, take a look.
Yeah, that dude's in his 30s.
That guy looks old as fuck.
So, I mean, technically, he could have been 45 and have a 30-year-old. That's
I don't think Simon Pegg is that old looking. But it worked. And, yeah, I mean, so for those who don't know what it's about.
Yeah. Give me a premise.
All right,
so the critics out there can decide if they want to watch this.
And I feel like they're dragging out to get to the actual premise, where in the comic, you off rip, you know that Carl Urban, Billy Butcher, he is the head of a secret government organization designed to give superheroes a spanking, so to speak,
when they get out of line.
And
makes sense.
But the show doesn't give you that. It's more of an origin of them. There's a lot of characteristics in the comics that aren't displayed in the first season, and we don't know if it's going to go there later on. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but yeah, he puts together his own little team. Something happens with Huey's character that kind of turns him against these heroes.
Yeah.
And along the way, he bumps into Carl Urban, and then
he gets recruited.
Well, not recruited, but Carl Urban is kind of using him to stick it to them, and because he knows that he has a common interest to take them down.
Yeah.
Carl Urban has his own self-interest in taking these guys down, and you learn that around the way. But they all have a thing against these, because superheroes in this world are being marketed.
Yeah.
So now they have a PR rep.
They're selling stuff to you.
Yeah. So some of it is bullshit, and some of it is like, it's a good.
So is this an R-rated show?
Extremely.
Wow.
Extremely R-rated, and they still dumb it down. They still water it down from the comic, because the comic is pretty brutal.
Okay, well, hey, you guys can find that on Amazon Prime streaming services.
Yeah, check it out.
Want to check that out?
Check it out.
I myself definitely gonna put that on the list.
Yeah.
Klep, another comic book movie that you were able to watch recently. It's Melissa McCarthy's, Tiffany Haddish, and Elizabeth Moss's newest movie. It's called The Kitchen. It doesn't look like it, but it's a comic book movie based in 1970s Hell's Kitchen, New York.
78, yeah.
These are mob wives, correct?
Yeah.
And like their husbands, they fall and they get taken to the big house for a little bit, and the women, take control of the family business. And then the dudes come back and they don't want to give the reins back. Am I right?
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah. I just gave you a few premises. You know how I know? Because I've been listening to some podcasts and they keep advertising for it. Like, that's literally what they say. Like, it's been burnt in my mind.
The Kitchen, based off of DC Vertical comic. I like stories like this. I like comic books like this because
it's not no supernatural, right?
Superhero stuff is cool every once in a while. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Marvel. I love superhero stories. And it's funny because I don't like when Marvel does stories like this. I like the independent stories like this. I like the independent comic book places that do stories like this, because when you think of DC and you think of Marvel, you only think of superheroes. So when they try to do those dumbed down, realistic storylines, it just doesn't touch home with me.
Okay.
But the indie ones like this one, like The Kitchen, is very interesting. Like, and this is where I think the movie fails, because I think they had the opportunity to really, really do a real life mob movie.
Okay.
And it kind of falls short.
Whoa.
And the reason I think that it falls short is, one, because I think that the casting was off. I would have dumped everyone except Elizabeth Moss.
What?
As far as the leads. Like, I wouldn't have put Tiffany Haddish on it.
Melissa McCarthy?
I wouldn't have put Melissa McCarthy on it. And that's not because I don't think that they're great.
Yeah.
I just think that they disconnect.
Is there a little bit of saturation with her? Like, I feel like she's in a lot of things.
Which one? Who?
Melissa McCarthy.
I don't think she's in a lot. I think Tiffany right now is a little oversaturated.
Yeah.
And she's doing too much comedy for me to take this seriously. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, I think Elizabeth Moss buries this role.
Well, yeah, she's like a great actor.
And she has great moments in it.
Yeah.
And they don't really do well because of the overall around it.
Wow.
I really wish that this was like a Scorsese film, or like I really wanted that.
Don't all actors think like,
no,
yo, I wish this was a Scorsese film.
Here's the
right
thing, like,
now.
The book is very rated R.
Yeah.
The book is very mob. This movie kind of goes there, but it goes from a mob movie to a woman empowerment movie, which is not a bad thing, but it's just, sometimes it's just too on the
I felt
nose.
like that's what it always was. Like I said, that advertisement I just read to you.
Yeah, but
that's how I took it.
I feel like they used it as an opportunity to kind of sell that when they didn't need to. Like, this could have been a really great, solid women mob movie, and it just doesn't. I don't know. It's missing something. Like, it wasn't. I enjoyed it. I read the comic. It's a little different from the comic. Characters have changed. Names have changed. Even the overall storyline in the beginning is a little different from the book, which is cool. But I'm a source material guy. But I think that this was an opportunity for them to do something really like untouchable. Goodfellas.
Okay.
Because it's rated R.
Klep.
It goes there.
So while you were talking about all that, a thought came to my head. Recently, there was a movie that came out called Widows. How do you compare that movie to this? Because like, it sounds very familiar.
So, Widows, it's not Widows. It's the storyline is better than Widows.
Okay.
The only reason I think that the storyline is better than Widows is because these women were already kind of made.
Okay.
In the kitchen.
In the sense of the mob life, yeah.
Yeah, Widows is more or less, they weren't a mob. They were just a bunch of women who were married to crooks. They were married to criminals, and, she had the plans, and she pretty much stole the plans to her husband's next job. This one is like, the mob wasn't taking care of them.
Yeah, so they
had to kind of take things in their own hands, and in doing so, they ended up becoming more powerful than they expected, which is fucking phenomenal. But it just
fell short, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just I'm blaming it on the casting, because sometimes you don't get lost in the story when this cast is too familiar. Like, I would have loved to seen this with fresh faces, some people who could really dive into the drama.
What's crazy, Klep? It's like some of these movies probably wouldn't have gotten made if some of these big stars weren't attached to them.
I get that too, but they could have put big stars in the right places. They didn't have to be like the leading ladies. And I see, everything was about being inclusive. So they changed one of the characters to Tiffany Haddish when one of the girls wasn't African American, which I get that. Two of the characters are sisters in the book.
They changed that.
I don't know, man. I really feel like they had a chance to really give something very dramatic and very empowering at the same time, but it just comes off as a little watered down. And you know what it feels like?
What up?
I'll give you this. It feels like what they did to Kick-Ass 2. Like, it was still a little dark and still a little,
but it brought it closer to a PG-13.
Campy-ish. Like campy mob. Like, not like.
Yeah.
I wanted to and it's violent as hell. Like, Elizabeth Moss is the best character in this movie.
She's straight killer with it.
Yeah, she's like the best character in this movie that I believe. And I don't know. I will give this movie like a 2.5.
Perfect, because I was about to ask you that.
2.5. And
critics out there,
And that's coming off.
And if you guys disagree with Klep, please let us know. Hit us up over on the Facebook group. Critics Talk Podcast. Let us know what you think.
Sorry, guys.
Cuss us out if you need to.
I really wish I could pinpoint it. It's just, it's too on purpose in some places, and they fell short. I really wanted that dramatic, long mob, that Scarface. Like, I'm in the theater for 3 hours of, damn.
Yeah.
But
just savagery.
Yeah. And it's too commercial. It's too quick. It's too,
Well, Klep, I mean, there you have it, folks. The Kitchen is in theaters right now if you want to go check it out.
Check it out.
Klep wasn't loving it.
It's going to be big.
But it's all right.
I think it'll be big with, like, the female audience. I think they'll really, because people love Melissa. People love Tiffany. They're fun characters. But I think they had an opportunity, like I said, to do something really serious and dramatic.
Klep, I'm gonna take the chance and jump on that. You mentioned fun characters, and I saw a trailer a few days ago. One of the funniest comedians out there, legend Eddie Murphy. He's got a new movie coming out. It's Netflix. My Name is Dolemite. Would you do you watch this?
So listen. For all of those
Dolemite is my name. Oh my God.
People don't know about this. Like, people think that this is some new Eddie Murphy movie, but no, this is a bio comedy type deal based on Rudy Ray Moore.
Yeah.
Who invented this character Dolemite, who's probably like one of the most popular blaxploitation B-list type of movies in its time. Very, very controversial. Well, borderline porn.
I remember the line from was it Gin and Juice or Snoop Dogg, right? Like, what's my name, Snoop Dogg?
Yeah. And I mean, if anybody's seen House Party,
Yeah.
the dad, he recites Dolemite in the
Constantly?
house. Yeah. Well, when kid asks us if he can go to a party, and he says, "Oh man, I had plans for us tonight. I was gonna run a couple videos." And he goes, "Dolemite," and then kid rolls his eyes like, and he's like, "You like Dolemite? You grew up on it." Like, so it's like this one thing that like very, very, very like urban black, you know, community. We supported Dolemite. We supported this. So I'm very, 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 very excited for this. I want to see the story of Rudy Ray Moore and how Dolemite came about.
Now, like, he straight up lives the character, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, because he's not the character, he's the creator, but he might as well based it on himself. Yeah. Klep, who else rounds out this cast? And when is this movie coming out?
There's no date on it yet. They just said this fall it's supposed to be coming, 2019, and it's going straight to Netflix and some theaters.
Yeah, they're doing the limited release because they might.
When Netflix does that.
Yeah, because they might try to get a quick award.
This is gonna make some money. I'm telling you right now, this is gonna make some money.
They're gonna make money for a streaming service.
It's gonna make money. Period. This is like black comedy at its finest. Like this is like if someone did a biopic on Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's like more like my generation. Anyone older than me would know Dolemite.
Yeah, absolutely. Klep, who's in this cast, bro?
So we got Wesley Snipes is back. Wesley Snipes is back, y'all.
Because he's in Coming to America too.
Yeah, and everybody
with Eddie.
Everyone's complaining about him not being Blade, but this guy's back.
Yeah.
He's back, and I'm all for it. We got Michael Key. Yeah, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's solid.
Chris Rock. Why wouldn't Chris Rock work with the legend?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
The legends work together.
Exactly.
Bro.
We got Mike Epps.
Okay.
We got T.I.
Hey, listen, Tip Harris, decent actor.
Dude,
Sue me.
Let's talk about Tip and Ant-Man.
Sue me.
Who would have thought?
Fight me, bro. Tip Harris is a decent actor.
Who would have thought? Him and Ant-Man.
Yeah, I mean,
how did he even get that role?
Because he's been doing his thing, bro. ATL, you remember him? When he was rollerblading
and
shit.
I remember Nunu.
Of course,
I remember
Nunu. Everybody knows Nunu.
Nunu. I remember.
That, but like every like movie he's been in, he's never been like the worst part of it. So
Craig Robinson is in this.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, it's a solid cast.
Craig is a funny dude.
And
bro.
You know what I love about it is it's not your obvious cast. You know what I mean? There's a lot of great black comedians in this, and I think they're gonna all deliver. I'm excited to see this. I cannot wait. If it's in the theater, I'm going to go to a theater. If it's on Netflix, I'm going to go see it on Netflix. Either way, I'm going to watch it.
We can't wait. Let's keep things black, Klep. Oh, shit, I said that. Klep, now we talking about the new Candyman, bro. Things are moving forward. Jordan Peele set to produce this, and he has found its Candyman, bro. That's right. Earlier today, actually, I saw that Domingo, what's his name, homie, from Fear the Walking Dead, Klep? I know you know who I'm talking about.
Domingo, who are you talking? The guy who's playing?
He plays,
what is he doing? The guy that you're talking about?
In Fear the Walking Dead, he does, he's the new Candyman.
Are you sure he's going to be the new Candyman?
Yeah, bro. Domingo something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, bro.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Now, are you excited for this? Like, were you big into Candyman back in the day?
Listen.
You know, I watched both films.
I
enjoyed them.
I was really into the first Candyman, but I thought that the director of the storyline could have done better telling the actual story.
Okay.
My favorite thing about the storyline was the fact that
Coleman Domingo is his name.
Yeah, my favorite thing about the storyline was the origin.
Yeah,
which
it's dark,
I don't even
bro.
think they even touched into the sequel.
Yeah, because they do, because it's all about the lady having the baby or whatever. He's trying to find her again or something.
So he was a slave.
He was a slave
who
was hooking up with like the daughter of the slave master.
Exactly. He got her pregnant, and then the whole town turned on him. Smothered him in honey.
And
then let the bees dude, that is fucking dark and
it's
dope.
So fucked up.
Horror fans here, like we love it. Perfect origin.
Oh yeah.
But then it gets weird. Like the movie just gets really strange, and like they have the lady in the hood and in the projects, and it just didn't connect. I get what you guys were trying to do, but this shit needs to be retold in a better way. And I'm so glad Jordan Peele is attached to this because I know he's gonna do the story justice.
It's being directed by Nia DaCosta. I'm not familiar with her work. I guess she worked on Littlewood.
Clive Barker's a writer on this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Clive Barker's a writer on this. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, man, listen, I'm looking forward to it. Like, you guys know, we love our horror movies. So we're excited for this. And we're also excited for the return of the 1970 classic, Halloween. Ooh. That's right. Halloween.
It's almost the season, man.
John Carpenter.
It's almost the season.
Yeah, bro, that's coming back. Like the classic Klep. And news, you told me, I didn't even know this. They greenlit 2 more sequels for the Halloween that we recently saw rebooted, right? And now they're going to reboot it. It was more of a sequel.
So there's another one coming called Halloween Kills.
Okay.
And then there's supposed to be another one after that. And Jamie Lee's attached. She's coming back. So she's full on board. And I think it's just something about the fact that they're scrapping all the sequels and just kind of redoing this the way that it should have been done. That's got her interested. I'm interested more now because I think it's a great idea. I think that the sequels got... I think the sequels got a little bit weird on all these classic, iconic, like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. After a while, they just got a little bit too crazy. But I like this. So Halloween Kills, I'm all for it. I love Halloween time.
So basically, they're going for a new like trilogy, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, and mixed in with the original, it's going to be a quadrilogy?
Pretty much. So we have the original one. Bang. They scrapped 2. Yeah. Then this one comes.
Season of the Witch, your favorite.
Oh, God. And then the next one coming. So this will be the 3rd. This will be the real Season of the Witch.
Wow. Hey, listen, I somewhat enjoyed the last one that came out. Somewhat. Like, I don't know. I wanted more from it. It was very much, like, it was Halloween, and it was that, and that was cool. But I wanted more, man. Like, horror movies these days, like, they're either very what you expect or very out of nowhere. And these days, I lean towards more, like, to the weirder stuff. I'm a weirdo.
I liked it. I thought it felt very retro. It felt like the next 40 years from the original. Everything just fell in place for me. It brought back the slasher genre for me.
I'm really excited for American Horror Story 1984. I think that's gonna be awesome. And also September 6th, It Chapter 2, baby. I need to go see the Losers Club. You know, go handle a clown called Pennywise.
Listen, Pennywise is going to handle them this time around. For any of you guys who have seen the original. I cannot wait for this. I can't wait. Halloween is my favorite time of year, man. I'm ready. We need to get the studio ready. We're going to have Halloween movie nights right here.
It's going to get spooky,
I can't wait.
Yo, Klep, I heard they're de-aging homie Finn Wolfhard. Is that his name?
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard.
From Stranger Things.
For what, a flashback scene?
Yeah, because he got that old.
Yeah, dude, that kid's looking like, he's like 25. All of them, man. All of them look really old now. Millie Bobby Brown looks like she's 30.
What are you going to do? You know, kids at a certain age, you know, they hit 12
Growth
and then
spurt. Dude, I'm telling you, if you guys watch Stranger Things Season 3, there is a section in this season towards the end where Will looks like he got older.
Yeah.
Like, no lie. Like, 1 minute he's young, and then, like, he's, like, 12 feet tall. Pay attention to Season 3. I'm telling you, go back and watch it.
He found that Ant-Man band. He came out a few years
There's literally a scene where he's, like, towering over his mother. Like, no lie.
That's what kids do, you know?
Yeah, but he wasn't towering, like, early in the season. It just comes out of nowhere towards the end. In the mall.
Yo, Klep, I want to talk about something that I'm a little bit more excited now after hearing this news. Yes, it's a sequel. Yes, it's a superhero movie. Kinda. It is comic books. It's Venom. Sony's take on Venom, starring Tom Hardy. Found a new host. Not really, because they're keeping Tom Hardy. He's coming back. Michelle Williams is coming back. But they found a new director. And the one and only Andy Serkis. What do you think of this?
Claw himself.
Claw, a.k.a. Gollum, a.k.a. Smeagol, a.k.a. Caesar from Planet of the Apes. This is great move, bro. This dude, did you watch Mowgli? His
I didn't.
Oh, it wasn't bad at all.
So here's my thing.
It wasn't bad at all.
Here's my
This
thing.
dude's a solid director.
I'm all aboard. I'm all on board for this. I think Andy Serkis was gonna murder this. He's gonna do well. Two things that I'm worried about. One, the connection into Spider-Man's world, and then two, when you look at the cast list, there's no Woody Harrelson.
Listen, Klep, this movie will not be made if Woody wasn't attached to it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. They wouldn't have given us that that teaser at the end of the last one.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they gave us the teaser, but like he's not.
He's in it, bro. Like, I don't need to see it. Like,
but why would they give us Michelle Williams and Tom Hardy?
Because these are like the guarantees. Everything else, it's probably a little bit in the air. But this movie, I don't think would ever get made like a sequel for Venom without including the character of Carnage, right?
So you think they should just change the name to Venom vs. Carnage?
I mean, we don't know what the name's gonna be.
I think they should change it to Venom vs. Carnage.
Sure, because it's the video game, right?
Well, not only that,
Spider-Man, Venom vs.
Comic.
Oh no, Maximum Carnage was the video game.
Maximum
right?
Carnage, and then there's a Venom vs. Carnage comic book, which is cool, and I think they should. I mean, whatever.
Hey, they own the rights.
I think they just, if they're gonna just do Venom, they need to kind of separate it from Spider-Man. So just make it Venom vs. Carnage, and we even gotta think about Peter Parker at all. Just do that.
I'm with it at this point.
Yeah.
Listen, if the fans out there came out for the Venom movie without any connection to Spider-Man, they're definitely coming out for.
And it was an okay movie. It wasn't bad at all. I mean,
you loved it more than I did.
Yeah. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. They succeeded. They did it, and I was very nervous.
So I know you want to see Carnage. What else do you want to see from this film?
I mean, I would like to see a connection, but I mean, other than that,
give me some. Like,
I don't have any expectations.
Do you want this character to go maybe like the Agent Venom way, and he's more of a heroic character?
No.
Or you want him to stay like, hey man, this is two losers right here with a one of them's a symbiote.
Venom should be
like, they hold each other down.
Venom should be an anti-hero. He should be a bad guy. I don't want to see Venom be a good guy at all.
So how do you do that? Because like last time around, we had other symbiotes to like play off of that, right? This time around, unless they do that and bring Carnage and go super evil with him, Cletus, right? Can this work without another symbiote to go against?
Well, he's got Carnage to go against, so.
Yeah, but like, what if they didn't want to do that? Like, could this film work without that? Because one of my biggest complaints, right? It's whenever they bring in a superhero and the villain has the same power. I say it all the time, bro. I hate that.
Listen, I mean, I'm just gonna trust them. They did it once. I mean, like I said, if there's no connection to Spider-Man, I mean, what else can you do? Like Venom vs. Carnage. That's it. I don't want to see Venom saving lives, saving people. I don't know, man. This Hollywood, man.
Should we go R-rated with it?
It should be R-rated.
They didn't go R-rated last time, and this dude was eating heads.
Yeah, I know.
He was eating heads, bro. He ate a guy's head in that convenience store, and then they like.
It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go R-rated
like
now.
Not even a blood splatter.
It's not gonna go R-rated now, because they've already proven that they can do it PG-13. But hype doesn't count. I don't understand why they count hype. Just because it makes a lot of money the first weekend doesn't mean that was a good idea. It just means that people were curious enough to see it. So
True.
I don't know.
True. And they continue to see it because
Yeah.
they made some decent money, especially overseas. Klep, I want to talk about something that's gonna make a ridiculous amounts of money, Klep.
What's that?
It's Disney Plus. New announcement, Klep. These guys, like they needed the help. They done a comboed Disney Plus alongside with Hulu with the ads and ESPN Plus for a steal of a price, Klep. I'm talking about, what was it, like $12.99?
It's $12.99.
What the hell, dude?
Listen, you no longer need cable anymore. Like,
what the hell?
Now that you have Disney Plus, you no longer need cable. For
$12.99, and you get ESPN for the people that love sports?
So think of it like this, right? $12.99 and $15.99 on a Netflix level.
What?
Like,
you get so much more from Disney that you get from Netflix.
No, but what I'm saying is that if you do the $12.99 and the $15.99, you're paying $30 a month for everything you need.
Yeah.
$30 a month for it. No more $200 for cable.
That's
no more $100
steal.
for cable. No more $75 for cable. You pay $30. Okay, and then add your internet fee, which
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's still cheaper than what you're paying.
How can these guys do that, man? Like they're going for that, like a cut of the market. Like when it comes to streaming services, they're shooting for Netflix's neck, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm all for this. I may not do the $12.99 because I don't do sports.
Yeah,
but I mean, you're gonna get Hulu too. I mean, fuck it.
I already got Hulu. I got a deal last year. I'm paying like $1 a month.
Yeah.
But that's gonna go away soon, so why not jump into this package?
Get those new email addresses and sign up to
the $1 a month.
Sign up to Disney Plus. Now you're getting Hulu with commercials though, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, that is fine because I have that right now.
It's not fine.
Right now I'm doing Hulu with Spotify.
See, but you get commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
deal.
deal.
My Spotify doesn't have commercials.
Yeah. My Spotify doesn't have commercials, but shout out to who you are.
You know what I mean?
You know who you are.
But how about the list of the things that are going to be on?
Let's get into it real quick.
The
list is ridiculous. First of all of the Marvel shit, like all of it, including new original shows, all of the Star Wars shit, including new original shows. All of the classic Disney movies, bro. I'm talking about Aladdin. I'm talking about Little Mermaid. I'm talking about Dumbo. Like, I don't even want to continue on this list.
Dude.
Tarzan. Man, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Do you know what I'm excited for?
What are you excited for?
1987 DuckTales is coming back. That's all I give a shit about.
What do you mean 1987 DuckTales?
The original DuckTales cartoon. Not the new shit that's out that I don't really fuck with. The original DuckTales.
Remember we talked about it? This dude does the voice.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
The voice of Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of the animation. You guys just didn't hook me. I'm sorry. I don't like the new DuckTales. I like the old classic one.
So they're rebooting it, like bringing that back?
It's already been rebooted.
No. But I mean, like they're gonna make
new
seasons.
No, they're just bringing it back.
They're just bringing
the old one
putting it online for you to watch.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what I need. I need the original DuckTales in my life. I don't want to watch this new shit. You know, I get excited every time I'm scrolling to the TV thing and I see DuckTales. I'm like, oh wait, it's the new one.
Yo, Klep, you think they're gonna have those classic Disney Channel movies I grew up with?
They are gonna have those classic Disney. Dude, they're gonna have everything. Listen, I'm gonna go down this list of day one stuff that's coming out. All right, and let's see if you remember any of this stuff. They got
Critix.
Andy Mack, Boy Meets World, Brain Games,
Kim Possible.
Come on, yep, Kim Possible, DuckTales the new one, DuckTales the original, Goof Troop,
Even Steven.
Oh
God.
How? Let's see, Malcolm in the Middle, the Mickey Mouse Club. Let's see, That's So Raven. They're even bringing the Simpsons, bro.
Oh yeah, because they own this.
Yeah.
Toy Story,
Tron, WALL-E, Zootopia, all of the Star Wars, every single one of the Star Wars.
How are you gonna compete with these people?
Remember the Titans.
And we're not even talking about original content.
All the Pirates of the Caribbean, Mary Poppins, Lilo and Stitch, Lady and the Tramp, Inside Out, Honey I Shrunk the Kids, High School Musical, all of them, Hercules, Frozen, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, Fantasia, Cars, Big Hero 6, Bambi, Goofy Movie, A Bug's Life, 101 Dalmatians, an extremely goofy movie, a sequel that I never even saw, but I know it's going to do well.
Klep, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And something else that they're bringing, or at least thinking about bringing, Home Alone reboot,
Yeah.
Klep. If they do this right, Kevin McAllister could live forever. He could be Home Alone forever.
Now, do you think it's going to be a reboot or it's going to be, a reimagining?
You know what? I want a blend of both. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be set in our times, right? So, like, the house in which Kevin gets to play in and, battle these robbers, gotta be more modern, right? But I also don't want to see, like, that name coming back. I don't want it to be Kevin McAllister. I do want a cameo from Macaulay Culkin. Actually, his real name is Macaulay Culkin.
What?
Yeah, he had to change his name. Like, he changed his name. He asked the internet to name him, and that's the name they gave him. His name is Macaulay Culkin. Yeah.
That guy's living his best life on the internet.
Oh yeah, and he's got like an awesome podcast.
Yeah. I saw that. What's the name of it? It has a really funny name.
I think it's like the Bunny Ears.
Yeah, Bunny Ear Podcast.
Yeah.
I follow
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him because I follow him.
Yeah, and he like, yeah, man. I want to see a cameo from him. That's all.
I like the little nod the little jab he gave at Disney when they announced that they were going to do the reboot.
And he was at home
on the couch, and he was like, "This is what
it looks like." Home Alone 2019.
Yeah.
No, but listen, this story, honestly, like for the kids, will be great, right?
It's a great story.
Like it just made like as a kid when I watched it, it just
Shout
made
out to
man.
John Hughes.
I could outsmart any robber kid. Yo, I got marbles, I got darts. You know, I got a baseball bat, bro. Like, yo, let a motherfucker wood. You know what I'm saying, Klep?
Dude, shout out to John Hughes.
Yeah. Is he involved with this at all?
John Hughes passed away, man. He was a legend, man.
But I mean, his camp, bro.
John Hughes.
What's up?
John Hughes wrote this movie, and a lot of other great movies that you guys may have or may not have heard.
Of course,
little
16
movie called
Candles,
Breakfast Club,
Pretty in Pink,
Christmas Vacation.
You know, he's a legend.
He's a legend, dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they can match the magic of John Hughes, I'm all for it.
But Disney Plus is gonna be a juggernaut.
And it's just in time for the holidays.
Just in time for you to get that gift card and send it straight to Migz Critics Talk so I can watch it for free.
We should have like a launch party. Like, let's watch it.
Listen, the possibilities are endless.
Let's do like a launch. Like the day it drops,
we want.
We'll set it up in the studio and we'll all just cuddle around the couch in the fireplace in Critix Studio. There's no fireplace, but we'll pretend. And we
could get one of those electric joints.
Yeah, and then we'll just launch party Disney Plus right here and enjoy.
Sky's the limit,
We'll
baby.
probably be fighting on what we want to watch because there's so much damn content. But
we're going to start with the new originals because that's how I do
it. Listen, I got to get a DuckTales episode in. Mainly the origin of Gizmo Duck because
I don't know who that is.
Oh, come on, man.
Yo, Klep, we just talked about one legend, John Hughes. I want to talk about another legend.
Let's do it.
The one and only Quentin Tarantino. He came through and he gave us, what is it, his 11th film? His 14th film? I forget. Anyway,
no, this is the 9th film.
The 9th film? Mm-hmm. The 9th film by Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's right. We saw the film. We loved the film. I loved the film.
Motherfucker Rick Dalton. Your motherfucker Rick Dalton. Is this your son?
Nah, this is my body double right here. Holy crap, man! Did I enjoy that film?
Yeah, man. Good cinematography. Like anyone who's a film lover, a lover of
you gotta watch this.
You have to watch this movie not only for the acting but for the cinematography, the shots.
Yeah, and he's so creative, including like old school style. Like so many times we get to a cut of that show that Rick fucking Dalton stars in. What was it? Bounty Law.
Oh yeah.
Right? And like it gives you like the 4x3 black and white.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Like I think everyone in this project deserves a round of applause, from wardrobe to producer, from director, from actors, from everything that it
writer. Shout out to Quentin.
Director photography. Anything that it had to do with this film is phenomenal. And you gotta kind of just go for the ride. Like, don't go into this movie like, oh, what's the storyline? What's it about? No, just put this thing on and watch it through. And by the end of it, I promise you, you're gonna stand ovation or applaud this film for what it is, and not for what you expect when you go to the movies or when you see a movie. Because some movies are designed and made to entice you. They are big bangs, wow, this and that, just to keep you in your seat. But this film just does for film and movies what every movie should do at some point, and for that, hats off to Quentin.
And you know what? Like I'm gonna say this: take the name of the movie super literal, right? He is telling you a story. Once upon a time in Hollywood, ... this happened, or did it?
Yeah, no. One of the things that I love about, and without giving any spoilers away, is how he built you up to something that happens.
Well, something that happened in real life.
Yeah, and he gives it a good nod.
Yeah.
You know, he takes care of it.
And he sends the audience happy. You know, he sends you home happy. Yeah. Even though, like, damn, I don't want to get into it because it's so much spoiler. Yeah. But listen, if you watch Inglourious Bastards, right? You know, at the end of the film, this dude straight up killed Hitler, right? Like, that never happened. You know, sorry, spoilers, but that never happened in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of that, right? Like, he's going to play with a lot of
real
characters.
Real stuff, yeah.
Real settings, right? Like, a lot of the places that they visit. Yo, it's places you can go right now in LA, right? Like, places where this stuff legit happened.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just going to play with, like, what actually happened.
It's like his iteration of what what would have happened.
Yeah, it's a what if.
If it was up to him, and it's a beautiful piece.
It's so good.
Beautifully told, beautiful acting. I mean, dude, how
First of all, Leonardo and freaking what's his name? Brad Pitt, amazing in it. Both these guys.
How unrecognizable is Dakota Fanning?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, scary. Like she was scary good in this.
But like she's so unrecognizable. Like I haven't seen Dakota Fanning since like Man on Fire days or War of the World.
Where you been, bro?
Like I haven't seen her since then.
She's been around.
So I'm not saying she hasn't been. I'm just saying like I haven't seen her since then. So when I'm watching this movie, I'm trying to pinpoint: is that her? Is that her? Like I didn't even know which one was her for the longest, and then I just think it was great, just great acting, man. Like it's crazy.
Margot Robbie's awesome in it.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Pitt, like I said, Pacino had, he wasn't in the whole movie, but the time he was in it, it was
phenomenal.
So good.
Phenomenal.
Shout out to the dog in that movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his name was, but man, that dog was awesome.
Yeah.
If you had to give this movie a quick rating. If you have to give it,
I mean, this is a 4.5, 5 all day.
I agree, man. It's tough for me to sit here and try to think which is my favorite Tarantino film.
Really?
Man, they're all so good. Like, I always go back to, hey, man, I love Pulp Fiction, but Reservoir Dogs is so good. Kill Bill is so good.
Kill Bill's one of my favorites.
Even Jackie Brown is so good.
Jackie Brown's really good.
Hateful Eight is so good.
I actually go back to Jackie Brown a lot.
Like Django, like these are classics, bro. This dude's a genius.
Yeah, he is. Oh yeah, I cannot wait for his 10th film. And I mean, rumor has it that he's only doing 10 and he's quitting.
Man, he's doing a Star Trek film. Chill with that.
Yeah,
son.
Yeah, but that's something else. It's not his
what do you
creation.
Mean?
Like you can't count Star Trek.
You're saying like, but he'll direct more. He's just not gonna do more original ideas.
Yeah, well, that was the rumor. Who knows?
Man, let this guy keep doing his thing. He's still a young dude, right? He's probably in his 50s, 60s.
Who knows?
If that. Klep, but that's all I have for the critics this week. If you have anything else you felt I missed, please let me hear it.
No, that's pretty much it wrapped up. I mean, it's been a long week.
It has.
And I'm glad that we got together to hash this out. We'll be back again soon to talk with you guys because there's plenty of stuff out there to consume.
Always.
We got to go check out Scary Stories.
Oh, man.
We got to go check that out. So we'll definitely be back to be talking about that.
For sure.
So, I mean, I'm good.
So hit him with it, Klep.
As always, Critics Talk, you guys, and we want to make sure you guys wake up, be passionate, create, and repeat. Critics Talk.
We out.